Do you defend your OCD by saying, my OCD fears are actually real and valid? We're going to talk all about it. Stay tuned. That's what's up next. Hi, my name is Natasha Daniels. I'm a therapist and make videos for people with anxiety or OCD. And today I want to talk to you about having real fears. Your OCD intrusive thoughts are about rational concerns that anybody would be worried about, right? It could be, I'm worried about getting sick. Aren't we all worried about being sick? Or I'm worried about germs, and there are germs on that, right? So that's a valid concern. Or I'm worried about being a bad person and I did this thing that wasn't good, so I should be worried. Or I have a food allergy. I'm allergic to this, and so it's a valid worry. I should be worried about this. Or, there are bad people out there, and so locking your doors is smart, and that is keeping me safe, right? These are all valid, but the difference between a rational, valid concern about your safety or your comfort versus OCD is the severity or the extremeness of what OCD will get you to do. And so if I have a peanut allergy, is it smart to not eat peanuts? Yes. Maybe I shouldn't even sit next to someone eating peanuts, depending on what the allergist says. But does that mean that I should avoid all people who eat? Does that mean that I should avoid my book bag because my backpack was at school, which was in the cafeteria, which might have been near someone who had peanuts? It gets irrational or extreme pretty quickly. Should I wash my hands before I eat? Yes, right? Should I wash my hands 5,000 times when I'm at home by myself or when I'm at home in general? I don't know why I said by myself. No, right? During even COVID, I had worked with a lot of people who were concerned about germs, and that was valid outside of the home. But then in their home, every time they touched something, they had to wash their hands within their home environment. That's extreme, right? Washing your hands multiple times at home is extreme. And so really, it's not about whether your thought or your fear is a true fear or not. It's how extreme are you going? What does the average person do with this issue, with a peanut allergy or a food allergy, or with the thought that maybe they've done something bad, or the thought that something has germs or something's contaminated? What does the average person do with that to protect themselves? Or the fear of safety, right? Making sure your doors are locked. Okay, is it normal to check your doors once as an adult? Yes. If you're a kid, your parent does that. But is it a little extreme if I go and I check 5 times all my doors over and over again to make sure? That's OCD, right? Compulsively checking or ruminating over and over about a situation that happened and rewriting it in my head and thinking if it was real or thinking if I need to go back or confessing to people, right? It's how extreme it gets. Washing my hands until they're raw because I'm worried about touching germs is extreme. And the thing about OCD is it lies to you and it makes you think that you have more control than you do. We all have risks in life. We all can possibly get sick. We can all possibly do things that we might regret, right? And these all sound different because OCD has so many different disguises and different OCD themes that are completely different for each one of you. But the thing that is the same is that OCD lies and says you have some control. You can control your environment and you can live in comfort. You can minimize your risk, right? You don't have to be as uncertain. You can make sure that your life is in control. And unfortunately, that is just not reality. None of us have that level of control. You can be incredibly careful with germs and wash and shower and still get sick, right? You can't 100% control that. And you're growing your OCD the whole time because the more you're doing your compulsions, the more those neural pathways are growing in your brain. And OCD is a much bigger, badder, more debilitating thing than getting a cold, right? And so if you think that you can live in a bubble and prevent every possible fear, and you're going to such extremes to prevent it, OCD is actually the front burner issue. OCD is the thing that's actually debilitating you and causing you distress. So you might want to ask yourself, yes, is it normal to avoid something when you have a food allergy? 100%. But are you going above and beyond, way above and beyond what someone would do with a food allergy? And if the answer is yes, then it might be OCD, it might be compulsions. It's normal to be healthy and to wash your hands or to avoid germs. But are you going way above and beyond where it's consuming your life? So ask yourself, not is the thing I'm worried about rational or real, but am I having a response that is at the level that it should be? Or is my response this big when my response and everyone else's response is this big? That's the thing, because OCD will target real life concerns, but it will make you do a lot more extreme stuff in order to reduce that discomfort that you're feeling, and it becomes a vicious loop. So I hope you found that helpful. Don't forget to find the sparkle in everything you do, and I'll talk to you again next Thursday. Take care.